Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Santa Clara. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Goff going to open up with a throw. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 22 yards, that's the way to start the game. Very quick first down.
First down.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To Slav, a man in motion. That one just getting worse and worse until they finally bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short for the first down.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the first down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A nice run there on their first drive. Good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, 49. Shotgun snap to Purdy. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets and
Menu narration set to 100. Subtitle scales the volume of the menu narration.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Goff. That's caught downfield by Tasman. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And the Lions.
One play into the game, and it's a gain of 25.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
Second and 2.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Finding space at the 15. And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Look at the three tight ends here on first and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He's trying to push his way forward, but there is nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Purdy gets it out quick to Samuel. And they'll get about 8 out of that one. But still a little work to do now on third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first. And what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle. And what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to pick up the first. Where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk.
Seemed like the receiver might ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That's the man from Oregon. This is Jordan James. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
On the carry. Touchdown, San Francisco.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. Oh, he missed the extra point. It's no good, and they can't even this one up. They will remain down by 1. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. To return is Greg Dortch. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On play action. Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 2.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And they won't get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Throwing on second down. Goff. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Purdy to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. on fourth down, on is Eddie Pinheiro for the 49ers field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend. This ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Tyler Conklin. It's 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now, Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Their rookie 3rd-round pick. They're on the stop.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. To throw is Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. He just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. Going to bring up 4th down.
4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on for the Niner field goal.
So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards to begin quarter number 4.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down. And now, out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And he will go down under the pressure. They got him. That puts a serious dent into any chances of mounting a comeback. He'll turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, 49.
17 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing. Jason Myers kicking off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Purdy. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Down the field, he's got Shaheed. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flank. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 45.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now Purdy. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Purdy. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that will lead to a third and goal.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you may be buried at his feet. Under pressure, and he'll go down, back at the 26-yard line. That will bring up fourth down and an 11-yard loss to boot. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
On the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Jadarian Price. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
That is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team. right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of run. The more guys that get to watch the highlight reels from this one, the better.
49ers 3. Jason Myers to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. The throwing here, Purdy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the 40-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. This one caught by Kittle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another 49er
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Throwing quickly. This is caught by Kirk. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On fourth down, here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Darnold. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Purdy. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Third and 19. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The first carry here for Jordan James. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy looking to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And off we go from Arlington. And he'll get this up past the 20, but that's it. Good way to start the game for us. The offense has a long field on drive 1. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First carry now for Jaden Blue. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Prescott is main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's a loss of 8.
Fred Warner. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8. 2nd and long coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Exiting the pocket right. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
34-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Nothing. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Purdy now on second down. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners first down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. It's Evans. So a big third down. Us to the break. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Purdy. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. It'll be a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Third down. Purdy Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection-free snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
43-yard attempt.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
And after the sack on third down, this was a little bit more of a difficult attempt, but it just seems like with the caliber of these kickers these days, Mike, just steps up, ho-hum, bangs it through.
This is taken in at the goal line. Good coverage by the kicking team. It's out of bounds, shy of the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
He was brought down at the 26. 8 yards on the
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Now a second down throw for Prescott. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth down. It'll be first down and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Prescott again. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
4 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw again. Dak. Into the hands of Pickens once again. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Williams, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Second down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Now Dak on that one, intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. So they're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand. Give your guy a chance to come down with it. And he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number one. What awaits us here in the second half? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. A throw left side. Going to be intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
You think back to the draft in April, and there were a lot of people that really liked this pick. And when you're a first-rounder, Mike, you come in with some expectations. Are you an impact player right from day one? And that's exactly what he's done. That's a great play. Not only come up with the interception, but then to have the ability and the awareness to take it back for six.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. On second down, Purdy. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
A gain of 17 yards, but it's third down.
From the gun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down.
Is a turnover on down.
On the play fake. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
A loss of 5.
Nick Bosa in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. On second down, it's Dak. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one. Third and a yard. Now Prescott. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third and 9. to throw, Purdy. It's complete to Evans. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
A gain of 31
So
yards.
points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on 1st and 10. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Center leads him up for 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. He's got his big tight end. George Kittle. Touchdown. 49ers. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and through. And the 49ers are on top. It's now 10-7. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Leonardo Green. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, 49ers. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On the handoff, this is James. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Searching forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers will get out in front 17-7.
Cowboys 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Prescott now. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down. Again, Prescott to the air. Now he'll work his way out right. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Purdy down to a knee. And that should be the final snap of this game. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Second down and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mahomes now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Purdy. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Mike Evans, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Chiefs nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, Nico Remigio. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, They've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Shotgun now with Purdy. This is caught by Evans. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
San Francisco.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mansour Delane. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's...
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going to run again with McCaffrey. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
Now air it out on 3rd. His first throw is an interception. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. We'll take over right at the 5 after the return. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
Oh, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
They'll run here with Henry. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
This return starts at the 5. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. These hits finally taken out, so call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And it will be 1st down, 49ers. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up 1st downs and keep the drive on schedule.
First and 10 for Purdy. Now 3 for 3 on this series after he threw the pick the last time out. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work and playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. That's caught. This is Kirk. Stop was made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the 1st.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. Hit right at the line, and that is where he is stopped. So no gain on 1st down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get him pretty close to that marker. Call that a gain of about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense.
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Trenton Simpson. And now a long 4th and 14 upcoming. And he missed it. It's no good. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Changing up the call. Here's Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49ers.
On 2nd down, Lamar lasers this one deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. The deep pass comes up big. 33 yards. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Throwing on 2nd, Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
3rd down.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Jackson throwing here. Headed out right. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, but even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds, or he could get the first down.
Oops, knocks it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Now it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12. Purdy to throw it. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now Purdy. This is hauled in by Samuel. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that is a San Francisco first down. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Here's Purdy to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. May get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. The left side is napped by Bateman. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Working quickly here.
At the 18-yard line.
Jackson a throw on 2nd. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. That's Diamador. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second. The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. You didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Purdy a quick throw, complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Got a man, this is Evans. This one stopped, Blade gains about 6 yards, and that's going to be good for a 49ers 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
2nd down, Purdy. To the outside, it's Kittle, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, Purdy. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
I know that jet sweep didn't result in a home run, a splash play, Kate. That's a body blow. And boxers, they love to go to the body because if they do it enough, they know that knockout can come.
Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
So that flag is accepted. From the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10. And the catch in and out of his hands. Contact separating him from the football that time. Second down coming up. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for second and 10. Purdy throwing here. This is McCaffrey, left side. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Gets it to him on the screen. On third down, they line up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
A 4-yard loss.
So punt coming up on fourth down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. That is good for a Baltimore first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. From the gun, a run for Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Ravens leading by 8. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Jackson keeping it himself. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Man in motion, headed right. Back to throw. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And there's the stop finally, but what a call in that moment, Brock. They convert on 3rd and 14. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First down from the 42. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And they're going to get there in time. Down he goes. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. as they'll meet and decide what to do on this. Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Henry. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Henry on the carry. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. This one's set up for Lamar. Strong running inside the 30. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
This one is up and good. And the lead grows by 1.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, and that's no good. They missed the try. They needed that extra point, Brock, and now still trailing in this 2-possession game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Reaches the 40. And they're even able to add some yards on after they brought that one in. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
He's taken down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Lamar off the play fake. He's under pressure, and down he goes. And get to him at the 38. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Isaac Garindo to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. It looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And it will be 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. A pitch to McCaffrey. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. They almost had him this time. They went back to the same well, but defense had a man in the area there to break that up, Brock. It's 4th down. Here I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Shoves him off. And gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy takes a hit on his first pass attempt of this game, and it doesn't get anywhere close. That's incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Oh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, you know, that's really well said because, you know, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, you know the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. He's being chased, and they get him right near the line. Nick Bosa. And now it's going to be 11 to go on this 3rd down.
Pretty clear here by these 2 play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than respond. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on 3rd down and finish off a brisk 3 and out to begin the game.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they're able to get to him before he becomes a real threat for that 1st down. David limited to 7. And it's 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Exactly 1 minute to work with in this opening quarter. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Exactly 1 minute to work with in this opening quarter. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Offense in the hurry up here.
46-yard line. Brings up second down.
Purdy throwing here on second. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's third down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
They send the tight end in motion. Purdy now on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
First carry here for Jordan James. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that one the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Now Purdy. This is a heater going deep. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Purdy looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive...
And he's going to score! Touchdown, San Francisco!
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is a San Francisco 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Again, left side to McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Purdy on the play action. This is caught. He's across midfield. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play good for 17 on a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And a 49er first down.
A run with McCaffrey. And he gets home. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 33 yards for the score. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Under pressure, and it gets to him. Brought down near the 8. There's Bosa again. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. And now it's McCaffrey. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play is pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Now it's Purdy. Look at that power, deep left side. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down. And I think we all knew the odds weren't great for them getting a first down, Brock, but they're not just going to give up the drive, walk over to the sideline. So took their shot, didn't work out.
So what you're saying is they didn't throw up the white flag, they threw up the bomb, it just didn't hit.
Exactly. The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. Purdy to throw it. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's going to be drugged down. It looks like at that 37-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So they're left facing third and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. From the left hash, 54 yards out.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He worked so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
Returnable from near the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. From the gun is Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Khalil Herbert on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
And this throw is going to be incomplete. They're down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Nowhere to go with it, and he's planted. They got him at the 16. Osa Odigizua. And that forces fourth down and 16. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 39-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
All set now. First and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. Defender closing in and will take him out of bounds, but not before he picks up 25. It will be first down 49ers.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. We're working a couple yards past the line. One stopped by Upton Stout. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Second down, Purdy. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. And they take him down at the 30. That is Dre Greenlaw. And that play makes it 3rd and 15.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. They'll get this over the middle to Kirk. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Well, 30-15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they just get the play off. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. And send a receiver left. Purdy throwing here. Throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. And goes to the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Receiver in motion going left. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Only need a little bit, but all they can manage was a lone yard there, Brock. They're headed 4th down now.
You know what that's called, Kate? That is called block destruction. It is the only way in those situations defensively up front that you win in that manner. They destroyed it at the point of attack.
And it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Across midfield to the 45. Past the 25. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
49ers 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They motion the tight end over. On the counter, McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. We've set it downs from the 37. is to throw. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's second down.
But incompletion does one thing, Kate, gives everybody a chance to take a little breath, really, on both sides. And offensively in that huddle, I'm reminding my guys, play fast, but not in a hurry. Play fast, but never rushed.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. The 30. He's at the 10. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. He's in trouble. He's not going to get away from this. They drop him at the 10.
By Nick Bosa.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Well, empty the backfield. Motion him right. On second down, Purdy. To the outside, it's complete. So that's curved. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7. Third down, and they need to get 10. Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the 49ers